Today, let's dive into a short but really powerful story. It's all about a single moment of decision, a moment that changes everything. And it all centers around one simple, kind of terrifying object, an envelope. I want you to picture this. You know the place. That quiet humming sound from the vents, the faint smell of antiseptic, the chairs that are just a little too uncomfortable. We've all been in a place like this, right? A room just thick with unspoken anxiety, and the heavy, heavy weight of waiting for news. Just take a second. What does that feeling actually feel like? It's that knot that twists in your stomach, isn't it? It's that sense of being completely helpless, where all you can do is sit and wait for something outside of you to decide your future for you. It's a feeling of having absolutely no power. And that is exactly where we meet Sarah. She's sitting there, and in her hands is an envelope with her daughter's test results. That piece of paper, well, it represents the great unknown, and she is just frozen by the fear of what might be inside. But see, Sarah isn't alone. Sitting right next to her is a woman named Margaret, and the difference between them is, wow, it's striking. Margaret knows this place. She's been coming here for 3 years to be with her husband who has Parkinson's. She's someone who has lived with long-term hardship, day in and day out. So Margaret sees Sarah's distress, and she offers her this bit of wisdom. And this, right here, this is the absolute core of the entire lesson. Let's just sit with that for a second. You don't manage fear by avoiding it. You manage it by accepting it, then deciding what to do. The power isn't in making the fear go away. It's in what you decide to do in spite of it. You know, what Margaret is describing here is something we can call responsive choice. It's this incredible mental shift. It's about consciously drawing a line between what's happening to you and how you're going to react to it. That space in between, that's where you find all your power. And this idea, it isn't just some abstract thought. It has an immediate physical effect on Sarah. Nothing has changed about the envelope. The results inside are still the same. But her relationship with it, that's been totally transformed. Margaret's words somehow shifted the weight from her shoulders to her hands, where she can actually do something about it. Okay, so let's break this down because it's so important. On one side, you've got the circumstance. That's the diagnosis, maybe a job loss, some unexpected event. It's external, and you fundamentally cannot control it. But on the other side, you have your response. That is internal, it is 100% controllable, and it is always, always your choice. And this quote shows you exactly how Margaret lives this idea. Her husband's Parkinson's, that's the circumstance. And her response? She chooses love every single day. And notice how she talks about it. She doesn't see it as some act of courage. For her, it's just love. That's her responsive choice. So what happens? Sarah finally opens the envelope. And the news? Well, it's not good. It isn't what she'd hoped for. But it's also not the worst-case scenario. It's manageable. Now, before talking to Margaret, this news might have just completely shattered her. But now, she sees it completely differently. She gets it. The diagnosis is just the circumstance. Her real journey, that begins right now, with the very first choice she makes about how to face this new reality with her daughter. She has found her power again. And that's really the big takeaway here, isn't it? The things that happen in our lives, they're just the landscape we travel through. They don't get to define who we are. Our character, our strength, our story, all of that is built by the choices we make along the way. So that's the question this whole story leaves us with. Because we all have our own envelopes, don't we? Those moments of deep uncertainty and fear. Whatever's inside, that's out of our control. But the choice to open it and what we decide to do next, well, that is entirely up to us.